Go.
Why not an opening?
No.
Well, obviously, you've got to talk about the inside game and the missing players. So take your pick, missing players or Patty.
The inside players first. We knew we had the size on this team, and what we wanted to do was try to do the KISS method, keep it simple. And I thought our kids did fairly well in the first half. We got out on 16-2. But this was a ball game, win or lose, we were going to play kids. And actually, I thought our second unit came in and did a pretty good job in there. But all of a sudden, they started hitting some shots. But give our kids some credit. We were able to get 11 kids in, and that was the game plan. I told my starters at the end of the third quarter, I said, you go in and face those kids that didn't get minutes. I'm not going in because if we cannot get separation, we've got to look at our starting lineup first to figure out why. And we've got to learn how to play harder. We gave up 13 offensive boards, and that was just athletes jumping up in the air instead of basketball players backing people out and rebounding. We've got to do a better job in that. We can't just be taller, maybe more skilled. That's not good enough because we're going to face SEC competition, but UTSA did a great job of bringing the game to us. Their little point guard is a load, whether she's 5'2" or 6 foot, it doesn't matter. She can run an offense, what she did at Lamar that's hurt us for a couple of times, and she's just a very good player. Karen is in a rebuild situation there. So she knows what she's got to do by getting the right recruits or the right portal kids or the right JUCO kids. And I guarantee you they'll be in the top 3 or 4 in the league next year. But this year they're going to have to work, rebuild the program, listen to her, believe in the system. I've been there before on a rebuild. So she knows what it's about. She's a very good coach. Next question. We had 3 kids out today because of the rule. You can figure out who it was, but we had 3 kids out because of the same thing going on all across the country. But in the SEC, if we have 8 players, we're going to play. And I'm not doing the word CC, convenient COVID, when I don't like the thing. We'll play with who's here as long as we have enough kids that are healthy, ready to play. It's my job to teach better, and that's what our staff was able to do today. Hopefully we'll get our kids back for the Vanderbilt game. I'm sure we will, but we've got to go through protocol, and that flu bug is called us. We just got 1 back from the flu bug. So I'm not going into names. I don't think anybody has to do that. Y'all can see who wasn't on the bench. Any question? Did I miss anything on that? I want to make sure I got my words right on that. But I guarantee you, those kids wanted to play. But that's the world we're living in right now. So we'll adjust.
Getting some of those other girls' minutes because the 3 weren't here, how beneficial is that as you guys get ready for SEC play?
I think it was beneficial, but was also beneficial was seeing Roby go 26 minutes and Patty 31. I wanted to wear them out. I wanted to see how many minutes they can play with, because once you start playing these big games like we've seen over the holidays and TV, kids are playing 40 minutes. 36, 35, 33. People are playing an 8-player rotation. And that's what we've got to get down to, but we want to be able to give opportunities. I want to be able to give opportunities. So I wanted to push. I really wanted Malia to play a little bit more. She still played 15 minutes, but I want her to play because she's very active in there. I've got to get her to reward her minutes by relaxing when she gets the ball or a rebound. I got to get her more relaxed in there because she's going to be very effective for us, particularly in the foul situation you get into in the SEC.
Coach, what's your focus going to be I mean, you got this big break, 10 days off, so what are you guys going to work on, and just what are the holiday plans for the team?
I listened to Buzz's interview the other night on the radio show. When he shuts it down, he gives his family total, what is the word? Attention, and he shuts it down with his family and his 4 kids. I've got basically 2 kids in Arkansas and 4 grandkids, and we've got 2 other kids in Houston and 5 grandkids. I want to spend some quality time. I'm going to get to, if I can find my driver's license before I get to see my grandson play at Oklahoma City before the Thunder game on the 22nd. So they bring high schools in to build up their thing. You got to sell tickets. So I'll get to see him in Oklahoma City. And that's a thrill. I'm tired of watching him on streaming. I want to see him live because he's a senior, and hopefully someday he'll be here at A&M because he's applied. So, but I'll get a chance to see them, my kids, and get back Christmas to Houston, see those kids there.
And how do you feel like this team is coming along, I guess, ready for, next time you play is going to be SEC play, so do you feel like you're in a good spot?
I think we're in a good spot. This team turned it over only 9 times. And this was sort of a lot of different parts. That says a lot for Mackenzie Green and KK. Now, sometimes we didn't take the best of shots, but even with the ones that were out, we weren't taking the best of shots. I want to say we're shooting 50% every ball game. And to do that, we got to have the easy putbacks, we got to have better passes, and we got to have better reads. But in the second half, Destiny found her rhythm, knocked down a couple of threes. And then the best thing we did, we're not overshooting threes, okay? Too many teams, they think, well, I got to catch up. I got to keep shooting. So instead of 5 for 12, they're satisfied with 7 for 20. I want inside, outside, mid-range, fast breaks. I want the whole package because you got to have that.
Where'd the jacket come from today, Coach?
Actually, I read twas the night before Christmas the other night at Traditions to the little kids and the grown-ups. And it's normally RC's job. And I took it out by the fire pit, but I saw this guy come in with a jacket, and I said, can I borrow that jacket? And I borrowed his jacket. And it worked pretty good. I mean, a sweater, I would have died because it was hot in there. But that jacket wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.